come down banana. It might actually work for him, but he's decided to go in towards second middle. Look at this banana control as well for K23. Really hoping it's going to be a B play from Virtus.Pro, but in fact, it is going to be the A play. Starting to come through. Fame is up here in the apartments. He is the only player in defense actually near the site. He's waiting on his teammates to rotate over. Fame has got a second out from Fame, and he's still alive. Just about catching him as kicker, but already the damage has been inflicted. It's a recovery show here for VP, and they're going to have to fight back. It is not happening for them. Mo's come in with a huge double kill, and Jam is running away. The bomb's on the other side of the map, Jam. This ain't going to be easy for him.
James was like bottom mid the whole time. He just kind of let them run past. Like, I think he's got to do something. I think he's got to cause the distraction there. Slow them down. If he can get a kill there towards, you know, T ramp, maybe he can slow them down. Maybe they can push that A site more easily. But now he's just left in a 1v4.
James' playstyle is certainly unique. And he's going to have to try and do something because of that. There's a smoke down in towards Moto. Flash will go through it. Jim runs on in, looking for a headshot. 10 seconds left. You kind of want to die before the time here, Jim, and he will. And more to your point, I think he definitely had opportunities there to get something done. Well, look at him. He's in T. He was
He's just so far away. Yeah,
he's
doing nothing. I'm sorry, he's just doing nothing there.
He was in T spawn, like literally in spawn, not in the T stairs. He's in spawn near the radio. Like what? Well, there's nothing you're doing that. Yeah.
And I think he was in a position where he could have like just tried to fight them. If he even just does a bit of damage and falls back, maybe they go try and clear him out instead of going back to A. Either way, K23 won't care. It's a well-played pistol from them, sticking together, landing some shots. Fame did well on the initial hold, but they've got to make sure they can handle this investment. And look at K23 go. Taking the fight to the VP, just fighting them down mid and taking a huge advantage up.
Yeah, VP not really going to be able to pull much out of this, I don't think. Look at that. Nice little skin down there as well. Kickert's going to pick that up. Almost like Kickert's listening to the observer. They're going to throw them out of the map, though, into the water. Don't want to give the CTs any better weapons to play with. Throw on SMGs. What's the point in giving them that upgrade? Flash into middle. Kickert now runs with it. Running up with 29 seconds left. You kind of want to die before the time here. You don't want to just go into the decks with absolutely nothing of value. So Virtus.Pro are going to try and run in and try and send these two players to their death. And K23 are doing a good job of delaying that. Kicker gets one headshot, but both of them go down. 2-0 for K23. A very slow start to the rounds here for Virtus.Pro. And they don't have anything to play with in this one, so I'm thinking more of the same, and a really good start for K23. They're going to be up 3-0 at the beginning. I guess this gives us a good time to talk about the mainstream. Over there right now, it is Fours versus Na'Vi. It's being casted by Sidicust and Moses, and of course, Na'Vi going in with a win over on Ancient 16-8 on Fours' map pick, and now Fours are up 12-9 on Dust 2.
Oh! Oh my. That's the only weapon they have in the round. Everyone else has Glocks, but Kickert's Deeg could give them a way in here. Crashing down mid. They're going to fall back though. So that's actually a chance for VP to probably pick up one gun from mid, and all of a sudden you've got to be a little concerned if you're K23.
Norbert. Little Norbert with his MP9. The long range shot. Sam just goes through the smoke. Fame will take that easily. I think for a second there, Fame was wondering if it was the worst timing possible, but lucky Sanji didn't look the right way. And now Adren is going to hear those steps. He knows that Yukindar's in towards ruins. The bomb is going to start walking its way up Banana. And there's two players here now for the defense. Fame is in a position where he separates the bomb from its safe passage into the B bomb site. And Jim does not have any utility. He's going to have to jump around, bits out the shot. He knows there's a player there, but are you really expecting to get onto the bomb site right now? I don't think so. Kindar's already over there. They might run boost over the top, but even if they get over towards the site, they still have Adren. He's just waiting for them. He's waiting for that plan to come through, and they think they got the hard part done, but that was always the more difficult piece of lying to win for them. And in the end, it's another shutdown for K23. It's just a waiting game when you're playing against VP. You don't want to give them any of those fights, because they can win them. It's just, you just got to wait, and that can be a very difficult time for a lot of teams, but these were those shots. That reset on the second is so difficult to do.
Really impressive shots from Kicker, even if they don't lead to the round win. Certainly a positive sign for VP going forwards. The rest of the team not able to capitalize though, as they only had the Glocks. Jame being the point man on Banana, that's more what I want to see. Taking that initial fight to kneeling, getting that opener for his team. Now Norbert probably going to be forced back. If he goes down here, he's in big trouble for his team, but he's sticking around, trying to fight Banana aggressively, doing a bit of damage onto Kicker, but finally Norbert decides it's time to play back from the bomb site.
Oh. Good kill from Jane. That's now a double kill for him at the beginning of the most important round VP have had yet. And that's why you do want to get the AWP in James' hands as much as you possibly can, because he can do those crazy openings and give you a lot of space. And now VP look to try and take this B-bomb site. There's no one on it, no one defending. And that's going to be for free. And now K23 realize, oh god damn it, they're on the B-bomb site. Norbert's going to run over and he's going to get caught in the open. Jim with another free kill. That's his third of the round. Fame and Adren, they think they're going to be able to save their weapons, but Yukindar doesn't like that idea. Yukindar thinks he's going to take every weapon out of play. And now Fame is inside of the pit alone. Not a single kill has committed the round here for K23, and this is much more like it from Virtus.Pro. If this is the kind of gun rounds we can come to expect, then you can forget about these first 3 rounds, because VP will be here to play.
It's really nice seeing Jame get involved in some of the early action. Hope we get to see more of it here on Inferno, but I do think now that K23 know he's got the AWP in his hands, you may see them switch up the way they're playing. They may give away fewer opportunities early for that AWP to have the chance. That's the sort of jump play you make for Info when you think you're against the AKs, not against the AWP of Jame, who goes ahead and finds the triple kill. So we'll see if K23 adapt to the fact that Jame has that AWP in his hands so early. CTs will be buying, but they will have some limitations here. Nealon down to an MP9, Adren down to a D, but they do have their own AWP in the hands of Mo. We'll see if he can fight back for his team.
Oh, Mo, he's got a good spot for the initial peak flashes. Gonna go down, that's an often common setup there, but for the rifler to be close by and Mo taking the peak, but a missed shot from the AWPer, and that allows his teammate to go down. Luckily, Mo trades it out quite quickly, but the turn of the attentions has been back over to the A side. And Adren is close to the body shots and the deagle. It's actually Fame who's got the kill, and Adren has done damage, but Kicker gets traded out by Fame. Bomb plant will start to come through for Virtus.Pro. They have got a man deficit, but with the bomb planted and Jame at the scope of the AWP, there's always a chance here, especially with 2 Molotovs left into this post plant. That's going to slow things down with James Molly. Sanji's going to hang on to his, and Jam drops back into pit. This position, so difficult to flush out. Extremely difficult if you don't have utility. And when it's Jam in the pit, it's really hard to get him out of here. So I think at this point, K23, they've got to get this kill quickly if they want any sort of chance of getting into the site. Jim has been forced to hide away, but K23 have been forced to save their weapons. Jim is going to try and run away in the library. Could have stayed in the pit if he didn't take damage, and he's not going to get away, but luckily Sanji will grab the orb. That's what it was all about, right? Is getting that orb over to Sanji so he can save it into the next round. But overall, good round from Jim and VP. Great recovery.
Yeah, and I like the idea from K23. When you realize that they're going to run it back to A quickly, instead of just sitting on the site and control and committing both players to just guaranteed dying on the trade and just trying to get as many kills as you can, they go ahead and have both players playing on long so they can have one more man survive. It gave them a better chance on the retake, having a 3v2 advantage, but unfortunately they just couldn't find a way in. So not a bad idea from K23. It doesn't pay off for them, but now Fave's got to be careful. So many players coming his way. He cuts down 2 of them, but Buster's 1 man too many. And now they're going to run it into this A bomb site. Buster not wasting any time, but Adren has snuck below, and Adren plays the trigger discipline. He lands on his head. What? How does Adren not get that kill? Oh no!
Unbelievable that Adren doesn't come out with it. And now it's just Norbert in the 1v3. He's got so many fights he's got to take. And this is a nightmare right now for K23. Bomb hasn't even gone down yet. They're just waiting for Norbert. They're just playing with their food. And they're waiting for that flank kill as well. They've got Jim coming all the way around from CT, but Norbert slipped in. He found the bomb. He nearly gets away with a second kill. But Buster gets the frag. Oh, imagine if Norbert pulls that off.
Oh man, I don't know what to say about that round. I have no clue. Oh dear, Adren is going to be so frustrated with that one. In his head, he was lining up the 2K, doesn't even get one.
At least it's Adren, right? Because that's not going to affect his mindset as much, because he's obviously a level-headed, experienced player. If that was Norbert, from what we've seen in the close qualifiers, damage would be done.
Yeah, he was getting annoyed at some points. Nice try from Norbert, man, but couldn't get the turnaround. Oh, Sanji Adren! Oh boy!
Someone make sure you give Adren a hug at the end of this map. He really needs it. Oh my god! Deagle body shots usually so good in that situation.
Adren's been shooting a paintball gun in these last couple of rounds. Smokes it to B. Not even needed. Obviously they don't know that. But it is completely clear. So VP about to get themselves into the lead. Gotta say, I'm really enjoying just this. It just feels like a more energized VP. That's honestly the way I'd put it. Like in these previous games, it almost feels like they're just slowly going, oh, I guess we'll do this, or I guess we'll do that, or oh, I guess we have to push now. But they're just taking a bit more initiative, and I'm really appreciating it right now. I think it's great, actually, that in such a short time, they have identified some of their issues, that they are now seeming to sort that out quite quickly. I know VP are a team who always like to watch back their games instantly too. They always say 3 of their players actually watch back their demos. I believe it's Jame, Yakindar, and then I think it might be Kickert, who all try and watch back the demos and look at specific areas on the map and look at specifically what's been going wrong. So if you have that sort of work ethic, you can have a quick turnaround. You can have a quick improvement to your game. And I think in tournaments especially, VP like to try and do that. And it looks like they may have here, because they're looking so much better today.
It's better to improve during the tournament than after, because if you improve during the tournament, you're going to be getting a far better result. It's never too late, right? And yeah, I think VP, I think they're bound to have realized yesterday, you know, it's pretty obvious at this point, this slow style is not working. You know, we're just getting wrecked. They're saving the utility. What can we do? So I like it's more assertive, it's more confident. And the cool thing is about VP, they have the individuals to be able to do this. Kicker with a confident spray down, but he only gets 1 out of it. I thought he was about to get a second, but just couldn't quite connect the final bullets onto Norbert. And he does come away with 1, so... And it's going to be traded a blow for blow and towards Banana. and some utility in towards top mid here from VP. They've smoked off left side of brackets, and Yekindar is going to play near to the smoke and then come back over towards short, just waiting for his time to strike. If he is to walk around the corner, it would be quite a difficult setup to break out, because you've got that player up in balcony, one in towards the site itself, and the ult of Mo has been really good in towards that position, so you don't want to be doing that. I think Fame up here might just be the more prized player to take out, because if you can take out the rifle, okay, Mo might be able to get one on the AWP, but you should be trading him about efficiently. It's Fame who has the multi-kill potential. We'll see if he can get it. It's actually quite a good angle. Is he about to change it up? Oh, he is. He's going to look away, and now the balcony play might come out here from Virtus.Pro while they're looking the wrong way. James come up into mid. They're dropping back into the site. Fame's going to turn his attentions back up towards balcony. Virtus.Pro look to try and come through here. Yakindar's head's been spotted. Fame gets away with one, but it's Mac 10 Sanji who's come swinging out of apartments. And Mo has got that one kill. They haven't been able to overwhelm the offer. And he gets away with a second just as the smoke pops.
Looked like Buster should have landed a few more shots there, and here comes Mo through the smoke. Jame was planting slightly in the open, and that means he had to awkwardly get off the bomb, try and get the headshot, but not allowed to happen this time. Oh no, what? Okay, we get it from Buster's POV. That's what that was for, guys. We weren't just rubbing it into a drink.
Everyone in production's got the evil laugh right now at this point. Like, oh, we'll put this on the stream. Just make sure he sees that over and over again. Anybody who did miss it, that's what happened to us right a couple of rounds ago. Now, that wasn't decisive from VP that last round. We'll see if they can get it in this one. Chi over the top of the half wall, try to force back these CTs, and they've done a decent job of that. They've got top banana control. Buster is the man who's going to be clearing that out. Try and reclaim banana control here. Good flash in from Neil, and he just peeks it, sees that no one's there. I think Buster now has to try and take the fight, and nearly gets away with a chance there, but Neil drops back. More comfortable position for him. They're going to boost him up on the ledge here. VP with just over a minute left, a much slower round out of them. They're saving their utility. They're not using much of it early. Looks like they're going to go for more of a standard Virtus.Pro round with the lit round explosive execute.
Left lots of nades for it. And K23 are starting to respect some of these faster plays that VP have been going for. They've used the majority of their nades early, so less counter utility for the CT side. That means VP should have a better time on this late round. Smokes up towards long. Mo's been smoked off entirely. That means that Fame on the site itself has a tough task on his hands, but he's sitting behind this smoke, trying to see if he can cause any issues. They're stuck on each other. Sanji eventually realizes it, backing on up for the early kill. And now this is a really hard retake.
It's always hard to get a retake going on Inferno A side of the best of times. Never mind with the lack of utility they've got. May have the fuse kits, but getting anywhere near that site, especially with some of the utility that VP still have left, even in this post plant, is just not gonna go well for you. They go into Boiler, and Sanji was waiting for the headshot, so he'll get one on their way out. And that's gonna be K23 losing the round, and VP heading into the lead here. It was a very strong start for K23, but VP have warmed up into things. They are much more comfortable on Inferno at the moment. Luckily, K23 do save 3 of their weapons, so it is still going to be a decent buy here for K23. Sanji's been the master of the apartments in the last few rounds.
He's been stepping up. Been a good showing from him. Into round 10 we go. Molly's into top banana. Kicker will have to get away with his teammates smoking that one for him. Sanji's back in the apartments for this round. Fame sitting on the other side. Nice off angle this time from Fame. Catches Sanji off guard. It's 2 early kills from K23. This time, they are set up for a much greater chance at success.
Or kicker. A little swing out, trying to spot out if there's a coffin player, but it is your Kindar that has opened things up in the round for Virtus.Pro, but traded out very quickly by Neilun, and that's important because now CT still have the 2-2 setup. 2-1 towards B-bomb side, 2 towards A. VP are really trying to see what they can get out of this B-bomb site. James trying to force the issue with the AWP. And Kicker the James are trying their best to get their way back in, but K23 are not going to let that happen on the B-bomb site for now. So they turn their attentions back over to the A side of the map, and this could work if they can eliminate Fame real quick. It could actually open up an opportunity, but they need this quick kill. And oh, he spotted a little bit of a head there. And they're going to go a long way back. It's going to be VP calling it off. There's not enough time, especially if you're not going to go for the decisive, explosive mid-run. So, yeah, save call is the only option for them.
Especially with Kicker being the one man without money. He would like to save, and his teammates can all rebuy, no questions asked. So they're fine. Even scoreline so far, but VP have come on strong in the gun rounds. It was K23 who got off to a good start at a 3-0 lead. That was that banana play that I don't think we quite got to catch because we were focused on Fame, but Fame's kill was also a very important one. And Fame has been playing well again. He's really been having a good showing for himself so far throughout this tournament. 14 for 7 right now in just 10 rounds. See if that's set to continue, as both Orcs are back out onto the server. A couple of nades going back and forth on Banana, but I think this time K23 aren't going to go quite as aggressive. So they're playing more back from the side. Here comes the fast pop play though. VP getting straight into top mid.
Well, good initial kill from a Dren. It silences your Kindar, who can often be the key to unlocking the rounds for Virtus.Pro. So he's thrown away the key. Now the battering ram a Buster has to try and do something, and it can't even get near the site. Fame taking him out. Very good stuff here from K23 and some of these initial plays. And I was saying this over on Dust too. If you see VP going for some of these quicker responses and they're trying to change up their game plan, if you could stop these entries from your Kinder and Buster, you're going to force VP into these slower plays. And they haven't worked for them. Over and over again, they have not been working. So this could just be the key to success for K23. And it's these individual fights starting to come in now. One by one they go. Luckily, Sanji getting a headshot, but it's still a 2v4. You need a hero play here. And luckily, Sanji can sometimes be that hero. He's found a second. They'll start to run back. You know, you're not really getting much help from Jam at this point. So, probably it's going to be a safe call again, isn't it? They're going to try and run for it. They're going to try and go for it. Thank God for this. Jam trying to attempt the round win. There's limited time left. They need the kills quickly. They haven't even got enough time to clear the back of the site and just peeking up. Adren with a headshot. And now it's just Jam left in the site. Nearly gets off with a big kill on top, but Adren with the spam down. I think if you're going to go for that, you go a little bit quicker than that, but I guess they just go in with a little amount of time left.
And the round ends with a whimper for VP. Not able to clear out any of the spots on the site. As you said, low time, no way to clear out Adren. He can just get that one kill to make the difference. So K23 with a solid chance here of getting an even greater lead. 6-5 up. Should turn to 7, assuming this round doesn't go horribly wrong for them. Banana control has already been taken, although against the pistols, you may not want to play those close range angles where you're committed and you could give away your rifle too easily. James also has an AK on the VP side, which got to take into account, but they don't have any nades, so he's got to rely on dry peaks, and There's an AWP waiting for him. There's so many players stacked into top mid. It's going to be hard to get anything out of this, and indeed, James already dead.
Not a good start for VP. Good starts, sorry, bad starts usually end in bad endings as well. It's very pessimistic outlook on life, isn't it? But it is the more likely of scenarios.
No CT smoke.
Yeah.
So Nilan's going to have this clear line of sight.
Oh, what? Okay, Buster, that's one way of dealing with it. Maybe you don't need a CT smoke. He's got a deagle and Sanji as well. Okay, VP, this is much more like it. But that CT smoke eventually does come back to bite them. Unless they can get the bomb planted for Banana. The run moved over the top. It's risky and a trend stops it from working. They could have double stacked in Banana since the bomb was planted for it. But Sanji, they know he's there and they'll take him out. They'll clean it up in the end. I thought there was a much better chance there for VP in the end, but that CT smoke does come back to bite them in the end. Or lack of, should I say.
That run boost could have been cool if it's timed with the AK being able to peek. Like, the AK was planting the bomb, I believe, so obviously couldn't happen. But, yeah, great shot from Buster. Then Sanji dodges the flash, has to turn back. That is not an easy shot to hit. But he made it look quite easy with the way he controlled his crosshair. VP putting up a surprisingly good fight in that round. And now they've got a chance to put up an even better one as they have themselves pretty much a perfect full buy. Sanji's missing one nade, but that is it. And Adren getting run boosted early. Doesn't want to fight for Banana. Doesn't look like it. You've always got to be concerned of those mollies. Look at that from Fame, though. James just not ready for him. Mo peeking down mid for another kill. VP gets snuffed out of the round quite early on. Oh, God. It's gone from bad to worse.
ST side has no hope right now. All these initial fights are looking good for K23, and I mean, this has been the story for the last 4 rounds, so VP really need to start figuring out how they're going to make some openings. Maybe it's a gimmicky setup. Try and get James to get an opening with that AWP. Just get something out of it. I think they've tried. You know, Yukinda has been doing a lot of his usual entry antics. He just hasn't really been coming out with the goods. You know, Buster, you can often rely upon him as the second man, and he's not really getting much. And even James in the last gun round even got taken out quite early, so it is a little unfortunate. I think VP needs to just, first of all, think about what can work to get opening kills, because that is what they're losing so easily right now. Once you lose all of these openings, VP don't often figure out how to come out of the deficits that well. You know, when they're down into the 3v5s, the 4v5s, they generally haven't been able to find the responses or even really shown a willingness or belief that they're going to be able to pull it off. So I think they really need to play while they're ahead. Once they get that opening kill, they can feel much more comfortable and actually have belief they can win the round. If not, generally it will be the save call, and that's not going to win you rounds.
I don't think it could ever win you rounds if you fully commit to the save. I guess that technically the CTs could all push you and die, but we all know that's not going to happen. So 2 saved guns for the VP side. And they're going to force off the back of it. Sanji dropping that AK over to Yukinda. He'll take a Deagle in return. He's happy enough with that Deagle, which we saw him put to use in a previous round. Boost being attempted by Neil, oh, you might have to give up on that now. 2 times it failed, but Buster hit by the nades. They know he's close by. He still gets away with a kill. No one there to back him up, but a pretty decent start to the round because those guns that have been dropped on Banana should be able to be recovered. It may take a while, but I think they'll get them eventually.
And there it is.
Should be one more if you want it. I think it's a bit deeper in Banana, though, on that left side.
Ooh, this mid wall. This could start to come in. This could be nasty. VP might have just a timer on the play now. Trying to get in towards the the site, because if not, they could get sandwiched in. They've got to make sure this fight works for them. Norbert, oh, beautiful stuff from Yekindar. The headshot into the back of the bomb site. Neil is going to try and smoke out, allow himself to get forward, but he's going to play at the edge of the coffin, waiting for the plan to come through. He's going to try and line it up, but through the smoke, he gets lined up. Kicker takes him down, and now the mid flank needs to be successful. It's a quick headshot from Fame, and now the attentions of VP in this post plant can turn into holding banana. Fame will start to walk up into this. HE deep into dark. It lands half HP damage onto Yekindar. But they need mistakes to come in. They need Jam to peek into the AWP of Mo. Or at least the FK of Fame, and they're not giving him anything. And finally, Jam will peek. It's for the headshot. And the second HE comes in on Yekindar, finishes him off. But it's Kicker that closes out the job here for VP. And it is a round they desperately needed. And it's just picked up AKs. In the end, they're getting it.
Really well played by Yekindar in this round too, who kills-wise hasn't been having a great game, but the fact that he's able to beat the molly there, jump all the way into barbecue, into pool, whatever you want to call it, he's able to get into that position, and it makes it so much more difficult for the CT who's holding, because he has to be concerned about that angle. If Yekindar goes down early there, it is so much easier for K23 to just fully focus that one banana angle. They can probably keep you trapped in that choke point. But instead, Yekindar gets to pull, and then he realizes he actually just needs to survive there. Just be in that position where they have to be concerned about you, be able to put a bit of pressure on. You can wait for your teammates to fight even, and then keep your head up at the same time and get two different angles. This is the play right here. Just stays alive, eventually gets the kill. Obviously, the headshot makes a massive difference. That's what gets them onto the bomb site. But getting into that position in the first place was so important for them, because they could have easily been stuck behind the flames. So, lovely work from Yekindar. And we'll have a technical pause on our hands, which means we can go for a bit of a nature documentary, Dinko. Nice and relaxing.
It's a pretty boring nature documentary. We're covering goldfish in a fountain.
Yeah? Goldfish are an important part of the ecosystem.
Especially ones in man-made structures.
Now, the food chain in this fountain is the algae is at the bottom of the food chain, or the plankton.
Go on, give us your best.
And then that's eaten by the fish.
Go on, Alex, you can do it.
That's it.
Come on, give us your best Sir David Attenborough voice. You're English, from London, you got it, come on.
I don't have the dulcet tones that are needed.
No,
I don't think.
Maybe not. Maybe in like 70 years. But, you know, we'll remember this moment. The tech pause of VP versus K23 in 70 years. We'll remember this moment. And then we'll bring it back.
There's a couple of lily pads on the pond, actually, so maybe there are some frogs there. I'm not sure where the frogs sit in the food chain.
I don't think fish are eating frogs.
No, they're not, but
I don't think
I don't really know what frogs eat either.
So, they'd be eating the fly.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Well, juggling. We get some. It's a talent show here. Welcome to the K23 StarLadder talent show. Juggling is hot here. He hasn't actually caught any of them. They hit the floor every single time. There we go. He caught one finally. Amazing stuff. You got any special talent, Talker?
I don't think so.
You don't know?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Not that I know of. I mean, what is a good answer to that question? Like, do you have any special talents?
I mean, do you play an instrument? Do you have any cool things like can you juggle or anything you would do at a talent show? Let me rephrase the question then. If I were to host a talent show, what would you do at it?
I wouldn't do anything, mate. I wouldn't do anything.
All right. So you wouldn't even enter the talent show?
No. I'd be a judge.
So what you're saying is you're talentless. Exactly.
That's what I do here. I just judge the players, and I don't play because I'm bad at playing. Like,
true.
Obviously.
True. I mean, it all makes sense, actually. I don't know what I'd do at a talent show. Probably play an instrument or something.
I think if you play an instrument, it's just gonna it would just be something really basic, and it just wouldn't be good enough, you know?
Who?
That would be my concern.
Me?
Yeah. I don't think you know. I don't think you're practicing an instrument every day, are you?
No, but I've passed all my exams on the orchestral flute, so I guess I can pick that up whenever I want. I guess it's kind of like riding a bike.
Okay.
Just pick it up again, warp out of tune, and there we go. It's probably going to be better, especially if the competition's you, Hulk, because you're not even entering the competition, so I'm automatically the winner. And I don't think juggling here is really going to help. So, anyway, we're right back into the action. We finished our nature documentary, our talent discussion. Hulk being a judge. Judge this round, Hulk. Go ahead.
Thankfully, we won't have to hear your orchestral flute, Dinko. I'm glad about that. I'm glad the tech pause is over. Woo! We'll save that for another day.
Yeah.
Now we've got Counter-Strike on the agenda. Made into second mid. You know what would be a good question? Which, out of all the talent at this event, who would win a talent show? Do you think anyone's got any hidden talents?
Probably Sedicus. He's just stupidly talented, isn't he? Who knows? Might have something else in that.
Vince can play instruments. I know.
Oh, actually, Vince, I forgot.
He was on the first day.
On the first day. Yeah, no,
we
Vince.
We got the desk too, which is coming in later, which have been announced.
Yeah, Thorin and Vendetta. Thorin might have some secret skills. I mean,
Banks is on there.
And Banks, yeah. Well, Banks
you didn't include him because you don't think he's very talented, right?
Yeah.
I want to say that to his face.
Yeah, I get knocked out by Banks. That would be his talent. Well, 55 seconds. It's Nealon. Oh, and a double. It's kicking and Buster both down, and now it's your Kindar, Jam, and Sanji to the left to try and pick up the scraps. And oh no, VP, this is not the round that you wanted out of a pause. This is terrible. A terrible round. For VP at least, it's beautiful for K23. In fact, it's perfect at the moment. It might stay that way. We'll see if VP can get any kills. Smokes down on the crosses, gaps to play with, and Jim now leaps onto the bomb site for the plant, and Mo is coming with a kill. Jim now wrapping around. It's a no-scope from Mo to close out the half. 9-6 for K23 here in Inferno. We mentioned coming into the second map that they're comfortable playing the map, and they have delivered a good game in the first half at least.
Good showing so far. Maybe this series has more life in it than we initially thought it would. This is Nealan from the sandbags. Position that oftentimes I think if it doesn't get mollied out, it is oftentimes good for that 2K. I feel like that's a pretty likely outcome there. Nealan does well to line up both of those kills though. Got to give him credit for the quick, snappy kills on the board. And now K23 will show us if they can do the same on their T side. Coming into Banana early, Yakindar here to meet them. Looks like he's somewhat aware there's a player trapped on that right side. I don't know if Mo wants to round the corner, though. Instead, they're going to sneak up on Yakindar, finally spotting him, but that USP will fall back to a safer spot.
Oh, they're really trying for the opening here. I think VP would desperately need the pistol win. And K23 having top banana control, it's a pretty good start for them. They're going to smoke down into CT spawn as well, but a really good headshot from Buster. A man advantage picked up. They need the second kill as well. Yakindar can't afford to go down, and he has fallen. That has given the bomb site to K23. I think Yakindar needed to kill that to feel comfortable for Virtus.Pro. And now they've got to think about the retake attempt. They have no kit on their backs right now, just utility. Kicker definitely has that HE primed and ready to go. It's going to be the smoke that's deployed first in towards Banana to try and separate off their opponents. Deep HE in, but it is on to Fame, who has health, so won't end up being that effective. And another kill has come in from Nealon, so K23 looking real good into the pistol up until this point where it could go either way. And Nealon looks up alongside Mo. They get the 3K between them. It's 10 rounds for K23. And there's that B-tick that is so lethal.
Deadly for them. Getting onto the site nice and quick, and the post plant still wasn't easy. You saw VP coming back with some really good shots, but Nealan winning that first fight on CT in the 2v2 is huge. Once he gets that kill, even though they're both low, they can both fight that final player at the same time, so there's no way he can turn around onto both of them as he runs out into the middle of the site. And now VP could really do with winning on this force fight. They go for the investment, and Yakindar might have a timing window here. He's just moved down mid. K23 could be caught off by this. Mo's sitting, and he's not ready for Yakindar to be so far forwards. Smoke goes down. That could be an AK recovered for Yakindar. You do not want to give this man an AK, but he's going for more, and Neelan finally stops him.
It's a hot day in Kazakhstan, and it's a hot day on the server for K23. It's looking good now, especially in this round. Virtus.Pro just looking to scrap together what they can. Jam often good with a scout. Holds into top middle. Here comes Adren peeking into him. Good bit of damage dished out, and he'll go back in for more here, Jam. Only looking to try and find that kill, but the bomb has had enough. It doesn't want to go and challenge the scout. They're going to go back to B, and there is 2 players over there right now for Virtus.Pro. This could work out for them if they create some chaos. There's only 35 seconds left, and the smoke is going to deploy. Got to get these kills quickly, though, VP, if they want to win this round. And Buster and Sanji on the Deagles. Jamie's cut off the rotation back over to A as well. So VP, there's no other options for K23. They're going to have to run the scout down. They feel like they've got a chance up against the scout. If it can overrun Jim, they've got the site, and the MAC-10's charging in, and Jim does go down without a fight. So the K23 site will get onto the site with enough time to plant the bomb, and it felt like there was a chance there if they went into the B bomb site, but now they changed it up, and the composure there to decide they want to go back A is enough to get them the round win. 11-6. K23 definitely looking like Inferno is a real possibility. And then we're going to go to overpass.
Really nice late round call for them. As you said, Neelan needs some credit for that. Staying composed under trying circumstances. Definitely looking like Inferno's a real possibility here. Generally, teams are nowadays doing really well on this T side. You would expect them to get a good amount of their success on this T half. Okay, Buster, you're all right. You've got that kill, but are you going to be trapped in the corner? Yes. Neelan's there to run him down. One more gun removed from VP ahead of this one. They won't have much to work with. Has to be one save, and then pressure is on VP in the next round once they get their buy on board. Sanji's not allowed the MAC-10, of course. Into the hands of Yakindar it goes.
For Sanji. And while it's Mo, who is taking kicker out, Yakindar's now got the MAC-10. We'll see how VP fare on the defense. Shouldn't really be much resistance. So K23 gonna have the A site for free. I like free things.
I'm sure they do too.
Free samples are the best, Hawker. You know when you go to a supermarket, they're handing out free samples? Dude, they're the best. All you gotta do, take a free sample, walk away. If you're wearing a hoodie, take it off, go back up, grab another sample. Get sample, and then next time put the hoodie on, put the hood up this time, and get a third free sample.
You know what they say, Dinko? Nothing comes free in this world. They're giving you that free sample because they know, long run, some people are going to like the free sample enough to go buy the thing. That's their game.
Truly,
They're not being nice.
Thank you for enlightening me, Hawker. I truly had no idea.
But at the end of the day, if you do enjoy it, it's kind of a win-win.
No, it is a win-win, dude. It's like a little bite. Especially the cinnamon buns, man. They are so good. The reason, actually, the marketing trick of Cinnabon, right, is that they put the Cinnabuns, they start making them and always have them ready, and they never put them near the food court. They always put them randomly all over the rest of the store because they want people to go in shopping and they have the smell of a cinnamon bun before they get around the corner, and then by the time they get around the corner, they really want a cinnamon bun. And there's nothing else there to distract them. There's no other smells, and that is next level marketing right there.
I think there are, yeah, stores that genuinely like pump loads of smells into like.
Yeah.
I think that's a common thing.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, it actually makes people buy more things, which is kind of fun. I think that's the case for a lot of different stores. Anyway, back into it. We got the mollies on banana. We got early damage both ways, And this is a round that VP really need. Their nades have done a pretty good job early on Banana. They will now rotate a third man into CT. Sanji's actually staying between the bomb sites right now, so he's ready to respond to either side of the map. K23 taking their time early in this one, though.
Yeah, really taking the time. Just gonna try and pull as much utility out of Virtus.Pro as possible. So within the next few seconds, K23 will likely end their execute. 3 players a day right now for VP, and 4 now for K23 heading their way over towards this side of the map. They're just gonna leave a Dren and Banana, but here comes the attack. 30 seconds left for VP to hold on. Jim is gonna pull that scope back in towards the site. He's got to worry about apartments, but luckily has riflers that can help him out here, but no kills yet for either side. And finally that'll change. Jim coming in with a kill. Sanji as well on the double, and Kickert has assisted in death. It is K23 with just the Dren left alive, running over to die before the time, and luckily that mercy is given to him. But VP with a really convincing round, and it's so needed from them as well.
The T's try and smoke off long there, but that actually kind of helps VP just fully focus on that short side. And when you've got 3 CTs focused on that short side, and that's the only position K23 are really pushing from, that is oftentimes going to be the outcome of the round. Unless you have some brilliant nades, some brilliant flashbangs pushing in from one side like that, especially so late in the round when you're kind of giving the game away. It's a little too easy for VP to hold. They even had Yakindar rotating in towards long, so he could call 100%. Yeah, guys, long is clear. Don't worry about it. Yakindar right now is saying, don't worry about Banana. I've got it, boys. Early kill, blind, through the smoke, headshot with the AK. Bish, bash, bosh. I don't know if that's a thing outside the UK, so some people
They say in CSGO. It's a voice line.
Oh, no, they do.
CSGO.
You're right. Yeah. That's why it was in my head, clearly.
Yeah. Yeah, you just don't say that in your everyday life, do you, Hulk? It's like your dad gives you dinner, he's like, bish, bash, boy.
He might say it sometimes.
He might say it sometimes. Well, what's an English phrase, like a real British phrase that you say?
Bish, bash, bosh. Jobs are good.
Bob's your uncle.
Exactly.
Here comes the attack from K23. They got a bish, they got a bash, and they got a bosh VP. Let's see if they can do it. 45 seconds left. And they're going to think about all of their options they've got available to them. With this utility, there are plenty of them. But with the time, not really. They got to go towards A. Sanji's been flashed into short, trying to get some information. Now the attack comes out balcony. It's Kickert that's ready through the smoke, and Norbert goes down. This is K23 maybe taking a leaf out of VP's book, because now they got to run back. Not enough time to win the round, so they're going to go and save. Oh. It's always frustrating when you see these rounds. You know, when I'm watching VP and another Kazakhstani team play, I have to prepare a lot of filler content next time, Hawk. You know, I gotta write down some jokes, write down some stories, because we got a lot of free time.
Try and push the A site. Get completely destroyed. Bish, bash, bosh. Job's a good... Wait, no. No, Job isn't a good one. Oh, no.
Job's
they
not
lose
a good
that
one.
round. What's your favorite, Dinko? Bish, bash, or bosh?
Bosh.
My favorite's actually option D, bush.
Bish, bash, bosh, bush.
Wasn't even an option.
Wow, what a rebel.
I just invented it.
What a...
Too cool for school. What can I say?
It is late in the day here. Sweet.
I don't go to school anymore.
Yeah.
Because I'm cool.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only thing. But, you know, Twitch chat, definitely think we're still at school. Think we're skipping school. That's the baby casters on the cast.
If you're in Twitch chat and you're still going to school, I'm cooler than you. The saying says it, so it must be true.
Who says it?
The saying. It's just a saying.
Saying. Okay.
Everyone says it.
Yeah.
It's just a known fact of life. It is strange that some people choose to go to school for longer and just not be cool for longer, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, the people that didn't go to my school were have definitely not ended up cool, that's for sure. they've probably ended up a little worse off in life. So.
Okay, now people in Twitch chat just think we're skipping school to come and cast this.
That's what I just said. Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
The baby casters, man. We're here on the stream.
One day we'll grow up.
Causing all sorts of child labor law issues for this tournament, guys. That's generally the jokes in Twitch chat. I've loved all of them. So, keep them coming. Anyway, here we go. It's not a goodbye for K23. It's kind of disappointing, honestly. Let's see if they can get off the bang.
Dinko, it's not a goodbye. So are they going to have to say goodbye to this round?
Well, what has happened to you, Hawker? What has happened to you?
Comedic genius over here.
Max cringe. You just turn up the cringe on me.
What do you mean?
Max
that was
setting.
good. That was good.
Yeah, it was good, I suppose. It's better than most of your jokes. We should really open up your own comedy club. It kind of has its own shtick, right? It's just not funny. It's unique.
That's not very unique. There are a lot of unfunny comedians out there.
True, but they're trying to be funny. You're trying to not be funny.
No, I'm trying, Dinko. I'm trying.
And so is Norbert.
Sanji, careful. They're closing the distance here with the pistols. James not really able to help him too much. Smoke's about to land on one, so Sanji has to deliver, and he can't. They get onto the site, into a 3v3. James thinking of the fight. Nice shot from him. Now they've got a much better chance on the retake.
Whoa. Well, Fame is going to be locking in the plant, but can he lock in the round here for K23? They're going to start moving forward. That one does damage, gets you Kindar, but couldn't quite get Buster. And now it's all Adren, the legend of Kazakhstan. He's going to hear the tap of the bomb. He goes in with a Tech 9, quick headshot, and the legend might just pull off a legendary clutch hit. He's done damage with a Tech 9. James tapped again, but Adren sees he's not on it, and James still hits the headshot. He's going to go back onto the defuse. A really nice try there from Adren, but it's not going to be enough in the end.
I'm really glad James goes and fights with his team there. I think he absolutely had to go ahead and get that kill, and I think it's important that he identified that. I mean, the first shot, ridiculous, but then here, I love that he realizes there's a little gap on the smoke, I can make something happen, because sitting back in the 3v3 retake is so difficult there, but getting that kill delays the bomb plant even longer, gives his team extra time and the man advantage for the retake. Important awareness from James there that he had to make the play, and I'm glad he made it, because now this game is on. K23 back down to pistols. VP with a good chance for double digits.
Kindar going on a little bit of a walk now down Banana. Norbert with a deagle that has come out with a kill. And that is a great start for K23. They need every single advantage they can find in this kind of round. And getting an opening kill definitely does not hurt matters. We got a rotation of another player coming over for VP. They're going to bolster out this B defense. And here comes the utility. K23 are fully executing him. They have got weaker weapons, but now a rifle's been found. And it's in Fame's hands. 26 kills, and that's all it'll be here at the end of the round. Buster comes in with that quick M4 kill. And Adren starting to poke and prod into what is an empty A-bomb site. There's no one here right now for Virtus.Pro. They've made a huge rotation, and they're getting kills into Banana. They can quickly make the rotation back to A, but I don't think it's going to be quick enough to prevent the plant. And in fact, K23 can get the bomb plant out of the round and maybe even a chance here. So, not the best scenario for VP to be in. And oh no, Adren's in with a headshot. Not looking for him. It will be Buster that hits the deck in a 2v3. K23 have got players in decent spots. Kneeling in the middle of the bomb site, but it's more Mo at Graveyard that might actually be able to pull something off. And Kneeling, oh, okay, the Deagle and the Tech 9. How have K23 pulled off this round?
Stunning shots from Nealon on the bomb site, behind the sight box. You can pop your head up, take the headshot fight. And this is the blessing and the curse of Yakindar. However badly he's playing in a game, he's going to keep playing his way. He's going to keep going for fights. He tries to take the kill on Banana, despite having a bad game individually so far. Only 7 kills on the board. He goes for the fight, he loses it. And then VP over-rotate to try and make up for that fact. They stick everyone on B. A is wide open. Still, huge props to Nealand for those shots. Big overperformance from the bomb site. A bunch of important kills coming through with the pistols. And now VP are under all sorts of pressure here. This could be their last chance to really get something going. If they lose this, their money is struggling. They need to get proactive, and the flash is fantastic. Bane with 2 early kills. Buster just about able to get away, and the smoke should keep him safe for now.
Kicker. Oh, he's going to look for the shot, but Nealand has got rid of him. VP have actually just probably thrown away their Inferno after losing that last round. It really feels like that is going to be the sucker punch that starts to break them down here. Oh, nice shot from Sanji, but they're going to need a lot more. Need a lot more. And luckily, Sanji can provide kills on the Deagles. K23 have got an open A side again. So they're going to run over towards that. And Nealand, the Deagle Meister from the last round, gonna try and find where he's gonna go with this M4. They found good weapons here, VP. All up in the hands of Buster. But he's reading a book in the library. And Nealand is the evil librarian. In behind him, the kills that. And Sanji, he's got a kit, he's got a smoke, he's got a Molotov, some Kevlar, and an AK-47. So it's a safe call for Sanji. If his teammate had stayed alive, probably would have went for that, but has to be the save call. And that's going to be 14-9 now for K23. 2 rounds away from sending us to overpass.
Streams could be trading map picks here. It's looking more and more likely. Fame with the double spray down initially. Yakindar, I think, missed his opportunity with the FAMAS. Struggling again with the spray. Sanji tried to take initiative back, but Nealand again with some really nice kills in that round. Another impactful double kill from him. And what do you even have up your sleeve if you're VP at this point? Because this is not a situation you expect to be in. Not a situation you're going to have practiced too often. Normally in scrims, you're playing with the full gun rounds all the time, so when you have just one saved AK and you need a round win, unless you've theory crafted something, you've got to, I guess, try and come up with something on the fly. That's what VP will be doing here. Oh, wow. It's a force bite. They're going all in. Can't blame them. Their money's so bad at this point that a save wouldn't do too much for them, so they just decide, screw it. We're not playing for overtime. We're playing for the win right here and now. And while the weaponry isn't great, they do have some nades. They do have the 1 AK for Sanji. There are potential ways into this round for VP.
Lots of positive possibilities, but how likely they are is pretty small. But we'll see if K23 will drop the ball here. They've looked pretty good in recent rounds. They're going to throw some utility in towards this B-bomb site. They're going to get ready to walk into what will be a stack of 3 players. And another rotation might start to come through here from VP. They're showing a willingness to go heavy for these B rotates. And K23, they're going to have to deal with now 4 players in the B site. They still have 1 in middle. Norbert is still over there to try and call out of whether or not they want to go back in towards A. He can quickly dash in towards that A site, but even now he's leaving. A rotation has come back over from VP into the A site. And they're really taking their time. They're trying to figure out what is available on this B-bomb site. And oh, Yukindo, he's had enough. He goes aggressive with the flash of Sanji. He's going to get 1 kill out of his 5-7, but there goes the A play now. They're running back over to A. And just as well, Jay made the rotation back over here now, because it's going to be Kicker and him trying to hold on for 30 seconds. Flashes go in. Kicker underneath the hay bales. It's Sanji that's gone down out of play, and Yukindar's got over here with the AK-47. K23, they've not got much time here. They have to go. Only 20 seconds. They throw the flash through. But Kicker with a kill. He goes back up for another one, but Adren is good. It's the FAMAS Buster, though, that drops the bomb, and another kill. Virtus.Pro, they win the round on weaker weapons, and they're up to double figures. They're still alive here in Inferno.
Big moment in the game, and VP step up when they need to. They had that smoke on short. K23 try and go through. You can see they instantly start running back to A, but that just gives away to VP that they can fully rotate, fully stack this A bomb site. They had that smoke down on short. K23 had one player trying to rush through it, but the rest of the squad couldn't follow up. It's just such a hard position to push through that smoke. And VP take another tactical timeout. I think they're probably partly making sure they keep their emotions in check, but part of them may be trying to figure out what K23's money looks like, because the T's have actually been forced back down to a low buy. A pretty similar buy to what VP just had, even. 1 AK in there. Most of the players on weaker weapons. A real chance now for VP to get something going here.
This is their light flight. Once again, adrenaline injected into the veins of Virtus.Pro. But this time, there can be no mistakes. There can be no more do-overs. They have to win the rest of the rounds if they want to win in regulation. 6 in a row for VP. So K23 certainly in the better spot. They're going to go back over to B. Right over here, right now, we have got Buster and Yukindot for the CT defense. The utility makes up 2 smokes, an incendiary, and an itchy, majority of which are on Buster. All of Yukindot's utility has just been used up, and the attack has come through the smoke. They don't respect it. They go down to Yukindot. Buster gets a double, but they eventually take the B site. It's a Dren that's got that important kill, but this quick rotation. Norbert was not ready for Jim to be ready to fight Ruins that quickly, and now Dren has to pull off the 1v3. He's given away his position with that tap bullet into Ruins. Now they're going to start to play together. I think this is the right call from VP. Just use that strength in numbers. Dren is falling back deeper and deeper into dark. He's going to try and play the time. VP haven't got utility really used up just yet. They still got that molly in the hands of Sanji. Kicker just gets the kill. It's not even needed. They'll get onto the defuse, and that's going to be VP taking a much-needed 11th round. It's the rotation that is so quick there that really wins them it.
A somewhat competitive round, but delaying long enough here with Buster, staying alive for a fair while, making sure that VP had the players arriving. Norbert wasn't ready as he pushed into Ruins. Didn't realize they would already be posted up on his position. That was just the half buy from K23, though. Now we get the full investment coming in for them on their T side. No AWP, but you don't normally need that. And oh no, James trying to jump back to safety, but he messes up the movement. Fame able to shoot him in the back, and now Kicker also caught off guard. K23 using the pace to their advantage, and it may win them the round. Sanji's trying to fight back, but they're all over the bomb site. And there's nothing that VP can do about it. It's got to be a save.
And that is the map point that came in straight away. And I think, you know, as soon as I said it to myself, when I said it out loud, I said 6 rounds in a row for VP. If they want to win in regulation, I realized how unlikely that sounds, because they just haven't really been that convincing on the CT side, right? They haven't been able to string them together. They haven't really got the system going. If it was dominant from VP, I think, you know, obviously we believe that, but yeah, winning this many rounds in a row is always going to be difficult for them. It's looking like we are going to see overpass. K23 are up now to 15 on the board. They've got plenty of map points now as well, so it's not like they have only one opportunity. They've got lots of chances to do it. VP, they've got a buy coming in.
Oh, they've still got that AWP. So even if James couldn't put the right foot forward with it in the previous round, maybe he can have a go with it this time. Maybe he can make up for that. Fame on 29 kills. So glad to see him continuing to show us what he can do. No early aggression this time from James. He is instead sitting on the short side of top mid, but he may be pressured because all of K23 are close by. Bit of nade damage done, but here come the smokes from the T side.
It's going to be the apartment pop. This could be the round that it ends for VP here on Inferno. Was their map pick? And here it comes, the attack down into the site. Kicker's very lucky to find the bomb there. That's going to throw a big spanner into the works, and he gets out for the second. Smoke in the pit to get rid of that Molotov issue, but still kneeling. It's good for the kill. And Jame in the middle of the site. Picking with the AWP and the bomb still down. It's really on to the remaining K23 players to figure out how to get Jame out of the site. And I just don't think there's an answer to that, because now he's got teammates. And Buster with the headshot. VP with the 12th round. And they are now 3 away from overtime. Money's not brilliant here for K23, so it's likely to be another round here for Virtus.Pro, but it is this first kill from Kicker that really makes things difficult when you drop that ball.
Yeah, important early kills from Kicker, because they also help Jame know what's coming at him, so he can be a bit more prepared on the site. He can just think ahead as to what his next move is going to be. He gets the kill, then is able to put down the smoke. And if it was more of an unexpected play, if Kicker doesn't get that early kill to slow them down slightly, maybe Jame isn't ready to drop that smoke. Maybe he has to think about exactly how to play it, but instead, he can think ahead of time. And here comes Yakinda again pushing into Banana. This time he gets the timing right. Getting away with the early kill and getting away safely.
Mo is going to start walking up Banana. He's got his teammate in behind him with that bomb on his back. But K23 know options are somewhat available. They can still finish on this A bomb site, and they are going to look to do that. And there's a good timing to do it because VP have just rotated a player away due to the utility usage. And now they're going to realize, oh no, it's going to be the A play. I mean, his Kicker once again has to have a good hold. Jame also, they did in the previous round. Can they replicate it once more? It's going to be the long smoke in towards Library and the archway, and they'll start to wrap and isolate the players. Jame has done well to get that aggressive pick. Now they know where the 2 remaining CTs are, but can they flush them out? Jame and Kicker getting every single kill, and now it's just Fame left alone. He's going to try and run into the site. But Fame realizes his days are numbered. Jame comes around the corner. That is more like it from Jame. He goes for that aggressive peek in the short as well. It looked like he initially wanted to just set up inside of the side hawker, but he went for that pick into short. Once he gets the initial kill, he drops back, and I really like that he realizes that proactiveness is needed when it's only 2 players there.
Now, well held by Jame. Kicker then was able to back him up, getting that unexpected angle in from his graveyard position. Puts down that flash. Jame was able to just watch long. They can swing short together. Just really well played between them. They knew exactly what to do, but Yakinda may be caught out here. Oh no, this could be it. Tech9 running into B, and Buster has to step up on the hole.
What a quick play here. So fast from K23. Buster needs to stay alive. If anything, he's taking 1 kill. It's not going to be enough to get them into the man advantage situation, or at least neutralize it. And so it has to be the retake attempt for VP. This could be it. This could be the heartbreaking snapping of the neck here in Inferno. Damage onto the Dread, nearly denying the plant, but no kill. Take note of the utility. There's still 2 Molotovs left right now. Jame and Sanji can start to limit those positions. They can force out Nubox to take the fight, but it will be the fight. Careful what you wish for, but Sanji on the double kill. Mo and Nealon now trying to pull it back, and it's the Glock that's got the kill. It's all on Sanji. 1v1 up against Mo. Gonna get onto the bomb. Defuse being stuck. It's the full stick for Sanji in the smoke. The shot lands. Oh, it's stolen away. Sanji in the smoke. And it's enough damage from the op in the end, but it's the Glock that pulls it through. It clips on the coffin hawker.
Oh, Sanji knew that he had the AWP. He knew that he just killed Jame with the Glock. He only has the sniper available. So he says, screw it. I'm just going to stick it. I don't think you can hit the 1 AWP shot. And well, he does hit it. But as you said, no kill for Mo. The Glock shot comes in slightly too late. That is as close as K23 could have come to victory. But they've still got to fight. They've still got to keep their heads in the game after that ridiculous moment. Round 30 it is. It's the gun round that K23 were waiting for. It's just slipped through their cracks for their first chance of the win. But they can still make sure that they don't think back on that and have that shot haunt them.
Overtime is now looming for K23. And that is why we all love Counter-Strike. It is really down to the fractions. The small elements of the game that all add up. And sometimes it can be against you. Smoke isn't that good, actually. There's a bit of gap for him to try and play with. Smoke into CT once more. Comes in for K23. Fame is going to try and charge forward. 33 and 19 in regulation. What more can you ask from him?
He sees him!
Finally you will. Right above him, you cannot. Goes down. I don't know if him spotted him, but finally he does. That's a 34th kill for him, and now the attack on in. Sanji waiting. The M4A4 looking to line them up. It's just one kill now. Buster again for the back of Nubox. Gotta get your gun out, man. Gotta get your gun out through the kill. Smoke, it's gonna be kneeling with the kill. And now it's Kick It and Jam having to pull off the retake. This time through Banana. This time with no utility. This is looking like K23 are finally gonna do it. Overtime needs to come through for VP. And they're not getting the chances. K23 are not going to throw this one away. If it starts to run forward, needs a quick kill. It's not going to happen.